Hello everyone and welcome to my first ever sketchbook tour. If you guys don't know me, I am a realism artist and I mainly work in graphite, charcoal, and then I occasionally dabble in watercolors and acrylics. And I've been drawing now for almost 8 years, but in all of those 8 years, I've never really finished an entire sketchbook. I've started a couple of them and I'd fill in a couple of spreads, but I would never really get anywhere with it. I would never really finish any of them. I still have a couple of sketchbooks from a few years ago that I still am working in, but this is the first ever one that I've actually finished. Without further ado, let's get straight into the sketchbook. It is actually a travel journal that my brother got when he went to Dubai for an expo. So the paper really isn't the highest quality. It's actually quite thin. I'm not sure how many GSMs, but it's quite thin and it's slightly tinted. So like I said, I enjoy working on a lot of mediums, but this is also one of the reasons why I end up procrastinating a whole lot on what medium to use, what paper to use. So just to limit myself, I decided that I would use just a black pen throughout the entire sketchbook, like the one right here. I used the Sarasa 0.7 gel pen. Okay, let's actually get into the sketchbook now. I used the first couple of pages for journaling, so you can see me right here skipping over them. The first sketch I actually ended up making was of my nephew, my baby nephew, when he came to first visit us and he was just sleeping on the couch, and then the guitar chords to learn a nursery rhyme for him. Here is an illustration of me sitting out in our front yard with my pet birds, and then here's a close-up of my birdies sleeping, cuddling together. The one on the left passed away recently. Here is an illustration, quote illustration, and it says, "And like the moon, we must go through phases of emptiness to feel full again." As you can tell, I really enjoy doing quote illustrations. In fact, one of the sketchbooks that I still have going on right now, I mainly just use it for quote illustrations. If you guys would like to see me fill in a spread in that sketchbook, please do let me know because I'd really enjoy doing that. I really like how this illustration turned out, and the quote is really beautiful as well. It says, "All that is gold does not glitter, not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither, deep roots are not reached by the frost." Oh, this is a musical box that my brother got for me when I was really young. So this is the kind of thing that I end up drawing when I'm really bored. Somehow I ended up drawing everything upside down. Still have no clue why I drew it. This is a lantern from a restaurant that we visited. I'm pretty sure this is from the holidays as well. Drawing of my dad. Skipping over this one because I don't like how it turned out. This is from back in my early high school days. I used to sit at the dining table with my physics and my maths notes, and I'd be watching a Netflix show in the background just to keep myself focused. I don't know why I do that, but I really need to multitask in order to keep my focus on one thing. This is from another resort that we went to, but I never really got around to finishing the entire drawing. So this is from back when we were flying home for both of my brother's weddings, and I thought that I'd be doing a travel series and actually documenting every single day, or at least a few more than I actually ended up making. But me being the procrastinator that I am, I didn't make very many. Here's another fun fact about me. I am a huge Potterhead. I watched all of the movies as a kid, like most of the people did, with my siblings. But when I was 14, maybe 15, I got absolutely obsessed with the entire series. I still hadn't read the books, but I got really into the movies. Really into them. I'm pretty sure I used to watch the entire series 30 times a year. So then I read the books and I got even more hooked. Here is the cover from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. the paper is actually really thin, so I had to even be careful with layering the pen. So this is kind of the daily routine that I had in the COVID era. I used to get up every morning for my online classes and then end up playing Watch Dogs from all through the afternoon till the evening. And then in the evening, we'd end up playing cards together, the entire family, and it was really fun. In the COVID era, and when I started studying online, I really got into practicing and improving my art, improving the quality a whole lot. And we're back to my hobbies. This is a character from a TV show that I watch. It's called The Blacklist. I absolutely love it, and this is Elizabeth Keane, and yeah, I just drew her from one of my favorite scenes of her. This is Sherlock from the BBC series of Sherlock. And another quote, because I was just really uninspired during this time. The quote says, "I often talk to the moon. It tells me about the stars, and I tell her about you." This is a Twitch streamer that I watch. If you guys are not familiar with Twitch, it is a live streaming platform, and the person that I drew, his name is Jericho. Another quote, and it says, "To be free in the spirit and calm in the soul." More portraits. As you guys can probably tell by now, I didn't record the voiceover with the video itself. I recorded the video in November of 2020, and I just never got around to recording the voiceover because, well, I'm not very confident, and I don't know. I just kept putting it off, but we're finally here. I'm finally doing it. Let's move on. Alright, here we go. I didn't use the black pen, as you can see over here. You could consider it cheating, but I don't know. I wanted to practice drawing noses, so I ended up using a pencil. So, like I mentioned earlier, I was reading the Harry Potter series during this time, so I drew these from when I was reading The Prisoner of Azkaban, I'm pretty sure. And yes, that's meant to be Hermione there in the bottom, but it looks nothing like her. So the next couple of sketches were actually a part of a challenge that I wanted to do, but I just got busy with other stuff and I never really got around to doing it. Here's my nephew again, the one that I drew in the first page of the sketchbook, all grown up and cuddly and beautiful as ever. This is from when I made a DIY softbox with my brother. He needed it for some of his work, and I really enjoyed DIYs, so I ended up making it with him, and it turned out really well actually. And then there's just me chilling on the bed afterwards, watching more Twitch. Oh, I really like this one, but like I said, most of these are Pinterest drawings that are not original, so I'm gonna link the originals down in the description below. Anyhow, I really like how this one turned out. I used different mediums in the background and the foreground. I used graphite pencils and a black watercolor pencil in the background, and then a pen and I did some hatching in the foreground. I think I made another skull around this time, which is why I ended up making this one. I'll put that one up right here. Here is another character from the show called the blacklist. His name is Aram Mojtabai. I remember this day really well. My dad woke me up really early in the morning, well, at least early for the quarantine time, because I had to get some ID work done or something, and didn't even end up needing me, and I had to sit in the car in the piping hot heat, and I ate this bag of chips right here. I listened to the radio, but hey, at least I got a pizza out of it in the end. This is my nephew again. I made him look really old, but it's from the summer holidays of 2020. We went to the beach really late at night one day. I'm pretty sure we went around like 1 or 2 a.m. and then we stayed till the sunrise, swam in the sea, and this was him all tired and he fell straight asleep as soon as we got in the car. And again, this is me running out of ideas, so I drew the game that I was playing at the time, which, if you can't tell from the logo, was Skyrim. But yeah, I love the aesthetics, I love the gameplay. It's just a beautiful game. And another collage of random things. That is my hand there at the bottom with henna on it, and then my nephew's nose and mouth on the top left, a bunch of random eyes, and then a random guy that was exercising in the park, and I drew him for no reason. Poor guy. This piece right here pretty sure it took me quite a few days and a lot of hours to get it done. This is again from the blacklist, but it's meant to be just DC, Washington DC. This mainly took a lot of time because I didn't really use a pencil to sketch out the layout beforehand. I just went straight in with the pen, and yeah. So by this time I had, I'd say, about 6 to 7 pages left in the sketchbook, so I was really excited to get it done, but I was running out of inspiration, so I started drawing a lot of patterns. More quotes, more collages of random days, and here's another collage of things that I liked at the time. I was listening to the songs by the Gorillaz. They're an amazing band if you guys don't know of them already. And the character in the middle is she is Mazikeen from the show called Lucifer. I really like the show, but I don't think I really did a good job in drawing her, but hey ho. The text in the background is from a book I was reading at the time, and it was called The Song for a Whale. I'm not sure by whom, sorry. I'm not good at remembering names, but it's a really good book if you guys want to read it. It's middle school read, so it's easy to get by. I really like how these ones turned out. They're again from Pinterest, the models. I think I did a good job with hatching, that's why it turned out so well. And I was able to get some light layers in there as well, and the midtones, and so I'm really pleased with this one. Here's another cat. Again, these are not original, so I can't take credit for them, but again, I really enjoyed making these because I was able to practice using my pen and how to get different widths in line strokes. a dog, and I used hatching in this one. Again, just trying to practice as much as I can. I really like the one at the bottom right here, the glass and the metal spoon. And this is around the time when I got into the Marvel series. I mean, I'd watched a couple of them beforehand, but I wanted to watch the entire thing chronologically. I still haven't completed the entire series. And that's meant to be Hulk at the bottom there, but as you can tell from the text right there, it didn't really turn out that well. A mandala, this is the first time I've drawn it in a long time. I used to draw a lot of these when I was a kid, but I hadn't done this in a while, so I really enjoyed making this. More random drawings from Pinterest. And these include lyrics in the background from a French song that I really like. Here is me sitting at my desk, drawing in the middle of the night. Here's me and my nephew, Draco Malfoy from the Harry Potter series. A random quote. And in an attempt to find inspiration, I realized that I hadn't drawn a whole lot of animals in this sketchbook. I mean, I don't draw a whole lot of animals as is, but I thought I'd give it a try. I really like how this chicken turned out, and the turtle at the bottom. The eagle not so much, but I think I just messed up the poor guy's eye. Not sure what to do with it now, but yeah, this was fun. And a rat. More random drawings. And we're ending towards the end of the sketchbook. Oh, we're here actually. So this last page is actually really symbolic, and not just because of the quote that I've used, I open at the close. Again, a reference to Harry Potter. But the flower itself is really symbolic as well. The first ever drawing that I made as a quote-unquote grown-up that I actually consciously made was of a flower. I'll put it right here. And I don't know, I just thought that it would be fitting to draw it here at the end. And that's it for the sketchbook. Thank you guys so much for watching it, and if you enjoyed it, please do leave a like, a comment, and subscribe down below. It actually helps a whole lot, and it gives me a lot of motivation to keep on going. I'm planning on doing a lot more voiceovers, but I can't make any promises. I'm not really comfortable doing voiceovers, as you guys could probably tell, but I'm gonna still try my best. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing more sketchbook videos, because I've got 3 that are working in right now. If you guys would like to see me fill in spreads in any of them, please do let me know. And as always, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.